Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Adeline with adejuansartdolls. We are still working on Johanna, the series of putting her together and working with golden air dry paints. So today we are going to work on blushing. I blushed one side of her feet and hands, and we're going to do the other side, and we're going to do some blushing in her face um, to kind of move her along a little bit. I had used this blushing on my Betty over here, and so I just thought we'd keep it to finish blushing Johanna. So we are going to start in working with Johanna's hand. And yes, it's light because we're going to build up the colors on her hand. Fingers. I tell you, today is a quiet day. And some days it be like that with me, that I am not a talkative girl. I apologize for that today. Um, I'm just now feeling halfway decent, so it's kind of got me into a quiet mood. Um, so forgive me. um, because I can run my mouth. um, but I'm still hurting in my back, and so that's the reason for the quietness, I presume. Um, it's gonna get there. It'll get there. When I get done with my videos, I just go rest, um, because moving around makes it even worse. So I just go rest. Today is kind of like a sluggish day for me. It's not anything is going to be quick or fast or anything. I just have those days like that. when you got some things that don't go right with you with your body, you have those kind of days. If anybody can relate, uh, leave a comment in the a comment down below. If you can kind of relate with those quiet days, every day you don't have to be loud, you don't have to be boisterous. You can just be quiet. Take it easy. And that's just one of those days. So forgive me if I'm not too talkative today. But I do want to let you guys know that I've been working on a Thandi kit, and I have been rooting her hair, and she is um, getting her hair sealed, where has gotten her hair sealed, and it's going to be curls. She's going to have curls when I'm completed with her, and I'm just going to show you all what the process is that she's into in just a second. See, when I get a line like that and I just got that line, I have to wipe it off. So I dip my sponge in the water, just the tip, the very tip, because you don't want the sponge to get soaking wet, just a little wet. And then you can wipe that off, see? And that's all I do. And there you go. I'm still working on my feet, my hands. I still have a little bit problems with those areas. Um, but let's show you Thandi. Thandi is going to be a pretty girl when I get done with her. I can't wash her markings or her hair mapping out of her head until after she has finished drying. And this is the first sealing of her hair. She has a head full of hair. But this is the first sealing. I will have to do another one. Um, so yeah, she will probably be ready and to go online in another week, I guess, because um, and it may not take that long. I'm not really sure how long. I'm using a different glue, so I'm not sure how long this glue is going to um, cure out for me. But this is Tandy. I think that she turned out to be a very pretty girl. Her body's already ready. It's just waiting on her head, so she will be done shortly. Also, I'm working on metals. I'm working on several babies. I'm working on metals, and this hair right here is her baby hair. I just had it pushed back, but this is her baby hair, and it's sticking all up right now because it needs to be set wet and set down. But this is baby metals. This is a metals kit, and she's got plaits. I mean, her hair is this is human hair that I put in her head, and she's got these little plaits all over her head that I plaited up her little hair. uh, and then braided all this down the side here. So yeah, just showing you some things that's going to be online. Some babies, not things, but some babies that's going to be online shortly. I did get my two, baby Sebastian and Peaches, not Peaches, her name is Elizabeth. I did get them online. They're the two babies with the vitiligo. So now let's see if I can work on her lips. Um, I want her lips to kind of be a little bit dark. So let's see how we can make that happen. Okay, I used some Alzarian crimson. I used some Aparo red, and this is the brown hair and brow. I'm also needing to use some medium. I use 3 drops of the medium. There's something in there that don't belong there. Okay. And I am just going to try to mix up something. I don't usually do a whole lot of mixing when it comes to my paints. No more than mixing up my skin tones. But I'm going to try to. I saw this lady, she was mixing up some paints. I thought that I would try to mix up some. I don't know how mine is going to look. Hers was beautiful. I think I got it too red. And I didn't dip it in there. I didn't dip the red in there that tough. Let's see. We're going to do some quinone blue. And we're just going to drop a dot in there. Because I want it to kind of be a purple color. A dark, deep purple color. So I have to keep mixing and mixing and mixing until I get that color. And let's see if we can get that color. And if you noticed, I didn't put any water in here. I'm only using the medium. And I'm using this acrylic medium. Okay, that's a purple, girl. You did it. I'm gonna rinse my brush out. And that's not the brush that I want to use, I don't think. And so she has kind of thin lips, kinda. And I don't want very much on the brush because I'm not sure. Her lips are not so defined on the top. And so I'm not really sure if I really want to do this. Not knowing how this is going to go. My paint is drying out. I'm not going to be able to do it like this. Put some water in it. More or less, I'm going to take this off. Because I don't like the way it is. My paint is drying too fast. And see, this is another thing that I struggle with too, is doing lips. I struggle with that as well. And see, we have to work with that. Because I don't like it. See what it turned out to be? I'm good with some things, but some things I'm not good with all of this mess. All of this stuff don't get it with me. But if you make a mistake and you turn around and you wipe it off with water, 9 times out of 10 you can kind of wipe it off and it won't mess up anything. Sometimes I make a mistake with my paint in the whole head and I'll go wash it off. And I don't rub, I just kind of rub lightly and wash it off, and it will wash right off down to the next layer of paint that I put on. That so if you just more water in there. So if you just made that mistake, then you should be able to just go in the bathroom, run some water, and wash it off. Just keep rubbing over it like that. Just keep rubbing over it like that and rub it off. And it will rub off. You'll see that it will rub off without you having to mess up the layers up under what you did up under that. Because this is what I struggle with is the lips and the fingers and the toes. So that's a challenge right there. I have to like I said, I have to work on this. Because we have this darkness in our lips, and I can never get that right. Now, forgive those lips. I'll have to work on it a little bit off camera. But that did put a little bit of color in her lips. Mm-mm. I'll have to work on those lips because they wasn't that defined, you know, and so I couldn't get it right. I'm not satisfied, as if you didn't already know that. Uh, let's see. Let's get my old faithful over here some alcohol. We'll work on this. And if anybody has any tips on how to do this, please let me know where I can go and look at it, because I sure will go. Because this needs to be thinned out a little more to me. It looks like she got a lip line on. And please leave in the comments. That's my best. That's not the best, but that's what I can do today. Please leave in the comments what you think about those lips. I need help. Yeah, I'm trying to teach you, but it's a lot that I don't know myself. But we getting her together, and she gonna be together, and I'm gonna root her some hair, and we gonna bring this baby on to life. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I like having that little rosy nose. I like that. Now, I just think she needs some eyes. Let me see. Hold on, guys, and let me see if I can find her bag. See if she has some eyes in her bag, so we can actually see what she gonna look like if I leave her like that. So if I leave her like that, that's the big question. So let's see. It's a struggle. because I don't want to. Wait a minute, I'm getting it in wrong. That's why it's a struggle. Let's just see if this is working on how she's going to look with eyes in to see if what I just did looks good with her. Uh, no. Okay. Okay. Not so bad. Not so bad. That's how she's looking. Not so bad. With her eyes in. See? So we're going to work on her lips a little bit more. And see if we can. My nose is itching. What does that mean? Anybody know? She don't really have those big voluptuous lips. Okay, am I making a mess? I need some answers, guys. I need some answers. I need to know how she's actually looking. Can someone leave it in my comment how she's actually looking? Can you imagine her with hair? Um, can you imagine her looking cute? I don't think she's ugly. I think she's cute. Okay, that's about as good as I can get her today. I don't know if am I gonna work on you some more? I don't know if I will work on her some more or what, but To me, she looks halfway decent. Put some color in her face. Let's see. Doing these little pat down. Oh, something blew in my eye. Doing these little pat down things make her. Oh, well, something did blow in my eye. Flew in my eye or whatever. Make it look like she has capillaries. Give her a little bit of mottling as well. Because it's the things you do to your baby that make them stand out. Give her a little redness up in her, a little rosiness up in her forehead. Now, what do you all think? Leave it in the comments. If you think she needs something else done to her face, please leave it in the comments. I need help. I am struggling with her lips. I want to know if her lips look okay. Because she doesn't have protruding lips. Her lips are more close to her face, so they're not protruding out. Um, they're more flat on her face. Just her bottom lip is a little bit protrude, but the top one is more flat. I had to kind of make a line so that I could see what I was doing up there at the top. So, just leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about her face. Because she's coming together, guys. And I'm coming to the end of wanting to do a whole lot to her, a whole lot more to her. So I'm ready to get her sealed and get her varnished, um, and start that process of getting her put together. Because I think that she has come together as much as she's going to come together. See her hands, see her little arm. So I think that she's going to be cute. So just tell me what you think. I'd appreciate it. Okay, guys. Well, that's going to end the series for today. This was part 10. It was blushing. So please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you will not miss any of my videos. Come back to see the rest of them. I'd appreciate that. And share my videos. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.